Good afternoon and welcome to the Inspiring Inking YouTube channel and the Inspiring Inking Facebook page. I'm Amanda Fowler and it's Tuesday, it's 2 o'clock. That means it's time for Craft and Chat. Thank you so much for joining me today, whether you're watching live or on the replay. If you're watching the replay, the first 20 minutes or so, we'll be chatting and then I will be getting crafting. And if you're watching live, please do, as always, give me a sound and light check. Make sure that you can see and hear me clearly. It looks like I've got people joining, so that is wonderful. So how are we on this fine Tuesday afternoon? Certainly some parts of the UK have had snow already, which is, in my world, very exciting because I love snow. But perhaps if you've got snow, it probably isn't that exciting. We're potentially going to get some on Thursday, although because we're so close to the sea, normally it doesn't settle anyway. But, you know, it is nice to see. Elizabeth says she can hear and see me. Excellent. I am very grateful for that. Chilly in Suffolk says and the sound and light is fine. Thank you. Yay, Lorraine. Sound is all good. And good to see you too, Jen. How are you doing? And Jen saying hello to everybody, as well as is Lorraine. So that is awesome. So how are you? There's a starting question for 10. How are you doing? I've had a bit of a weird day today. Yeah, I had my in-person card, which is held in Cattersfield in Hampshire today. And I was all a bit 6s and 7s this morning, a bit stressed. And it's not like me. Those of you that have been here on my channel will know that I'm usually smiling, usually bouncing, and very happy with my world. But I was a bit stressed this morning. And a lot of it's to do with my dodgy hip. And I just sound like an old lady. I've got a dodgy hip. I realised as I was talking to some of my lovely crafters that were with me this morning that I haven't actually mentioned my dodgy hip. I mean, my family know about my dodgy hip, but nobody else knows. Yeah, it's been going on for about a year. And when we were on holiday last summer, I was really struggling to do a lot of walking. And I've been exercising and trying to, you know, keep it moving and everything else. And it's just got to the point where, we're going to Norway at the end of May, and I really needed to do something about it. So I went to the GP, got some exercises, did all my exercises, and then basically couldn't walk for a week. Which was not last week, the week before. That was pretty rubbish. So now I'm going to see physios and I've got a hip x-ray booked and some big painkillers. So having had a very busy weekend, I'll tell you all about my weekend in a minute. Having had a very busy weekend, and my hip's been pretty rubbish the last 48 hours or so. So this morning I was just setting up for class and it was just like, So thank you to Scylla and Michelle and Karen and all my other lovely crafters who helped me out this morning whilst I was in a bit of a tizzy. Yeah, I really appreciate their help and care and attention. And it wasn't helped by the fact that we had to get out absolutely on time because there'd been a double booking, well, a mistake with the booking of people coming in. So I was all a bit dizzy this morning. So I want to know how you are. Tell me how you're doing. And a million messages have come in. So I'm going to read those. And I'm going to try and read those anyway. And sort out my tea bag. Otherwise my tea is going to be stewed, which will be rubbish. Okay, so Margaret is here, Karen's here, Jan's here, Anita's here. Oh, Anne's had a dusting of the white stuff. So you're in Suffolk, Anne, aren't you? So I think you might be getting some more, mightn't you, over the next few days? But she's like me, near the sea, so it doesn't hang around. Hello, Maureen. Apologies if I say this wrong, but Maripi, hello from Peru. We've never had anybody from Peru before. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Hello, Ali. Hello, Joanne. Oh, Joanne sat with a cuppa and a bit of cake. Send all the positive vibes over there. Margaret says she's had a hip replacement and she is old. I do sympathise. Bless you, Margaret. Yeah, you see, the thing is, I don't know whether it's actually my hip or whether it's the muscles or whether it's inflammation. But I had a car accident when I was 19. And I smashed up the base of my back pretty badly. I was flat out for months. So I am aware that it could be something else, kind of in that whole pelvic area. Yeah. So yeah, it was not a nice time, not a nice time. But my lower back generally has been fine. But I did wonder actually whether that might be the cause of it. But hopefully when they X-ray it, they'll be able to see. It's overcast in Newbury. Chris and Angela are there. Oh, Ali. We'll send Ali some hugs. She's feeling rubbish. You see? I tell you what, this afternoon is going to be all positive and all smiles. So we can all go away feeling happy. And I tell you what, the project that I've got for you today is happy crafting, because you need no concentration to do it at all. So it's really cool. So that's really good. Chris has been to see Anne. Oh, that's lovely. And she had a lovely weekend, but she left before the snow came. Good plan. Yeah. So Anne says the sky looks full of it. Oh, I am jealous. I do love the snow. But then when all our Canadian friends come over, and yeah, Winnan has just joined us. Utah has had more snow than they've had in years and years and years. Oh, Claire says no concentration required. Sounds good to me. I'm definitely lacking in focus at the moment. I hear you, Claire. Are you overwrought, too busy? You need some chilling time, which we all do. So I went to my mum and dad's. I've been there for 5 days. I'm trying to remember how long. Mum's out for lunch today, so she's not here, so I can't ask her. But I drove up on my own, so that's 600 miles, 300 there and 300 back, pretty much. And we did a lot of tidying and sorting. We did a tabletop sale in the coldest hall I've ever been in. Now, I appreciate the cost of heating is really bad, but Mum and I were sat there with towels over our knees trying to keep warm. but that was lovely, and we had a lovely walk along the beach and a lovely dinner, and I went to visit my dad as well, and he's doing okay. So it's been lovely, but of course I've come back in to my busy week. So obviously I had my card class this morning, and I'm here with you now. And then at 4:00, I do another live with my team. And then I've got to get, hopefully, the UPS man will arrive in the next hour or two. And then I've got craft along kits and team craft along kits to prepare for the end of the month. So it's busy. So that's another thing I need to say to you. If the doorbell goes, I have to go and answer the door because it's the UPS man. And if I let him go away with your stuff, there's no hope, no knowing when I'll get it back. Anne says I can have some of her snow. Thanks. Joanne's wishing it was snowing. Oh, Claire, she's jobless, having a break and wondering what to do next. The world is your oyster. Claire. You see, this is my brain. Oh, no. Yeah. Sorry, Claire. The world's your oyster. You have so many skills. An employer would love to have you. Good morning, Kathy Jean. Canada is in the house. We're just talking about snow, Kathy. We have got snow here in the UK. Not me. Never me. But, yeah. Hi, Laura. Okay. What else did I... You see, there was something really important. Did you get my email? With my rolling eyes. So I told you last Tuesday that Stampin' Up was making an announcement on Wednesday. And I believed it was about a colour refresh. And the announcement that they made was that there was going to be an announcement in 4 weeks' time. Really? It's just, oh no. So let me give a bit of context to that. So as much as I'm kind of rolling my eyes and tearing my hair out because I want to know now, I understand why they haven't told us yet. So what they have said is it will be a colour refresh. So for those of you that weren't around last time we had one, which was about 5 years ago, I need to explain that it is a major shift in colours. So last time we lost 13 of the 40 colours. So we lost 25% of the colours. Actually, almost a third of the colours we lost. So I don't know whether it's going to be that drastic, but it could be. So it is going to be a change. Now, I think the reason Stampin' Up said this is the date when we're going to tell you is because the 29th of March is the date that Stampin' Up demonstrators can see the new catalogue, which launches to customers at the beginning of May. So we get to see it about a month early. And obviously, when we see the catalogue, we will know what colours are going and we will know what colours are coming. And they're doing all of that information all at once. If they had released it to us last week, potentially we would be running out of cardstock and ink and still have 2 months of this catalogue to run. And that would be rubbish. So, as I've been saying for months, and honestly, I am so thrilled the number of orders that are coming through with re-inkers on them. And I send out a little message going, oh, well done. Yay, you did it. So that people have got the re-inkers for their ink pads, because there's nothing, honestly, there is nothing worse than having your favorite color and not being able to get a re-inker because it's sold out and gone. So place your orders this month for any colors that either that you love or that you haven't got a re-inker for, because once the list is out, then everything will start selling out and it will sell out quickly. So, you know, it makes, I get it. I get it why Stampin' Up didn't tell us. I wish they had, but then I want to know because then I can tell you. But I can't, so I don't know. But I'm 99% sure that 2 colors are coming back, which is Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon. So, but obviously it depends. And the other thing to know is that they may change the color families around as well. So, you know, that may impact marker packs and various other things, really. So what they did last time was they gave us an opportunity to buy just the new colors. So like a set of ink pads, all the new colors, and the set of markers, all the new colors. But who knows? We will see. It's an adventure. Every day in my world at the moment is an adventure. So let's see. Dino, hello. Oh my word. Kathy Jean saying she doesn't mind snow, but it's minus 24 degrees Celsius, but it feels like minus 31. I'd be under my duvet and not going out. Good afternoon, Mina. Marie, good afternoon. Ireland is in the house. I'm thrilled, Marie. And it's very exciting because we've launched in Ireland now. So you can shop and join and everything. It's wonderful. Ohio, Julie's in the house. Tracy, hello. How are you doing, my honorary Inky Tracy? Yeah, she says when it's cold and snowy, she stays in. So Tracy has family in the UK and she comes and stays, and we meet up at events, and she's an honorary Inky. Dino's asking which blue is my favorite blue. So of the current blues, oh, tricky. Probably Coastal Cabana, Bermuda Bay, Starry Sky, Night of Navy, Balmy Blue, basically all the blues. But Pretty Peacock is a color that has left, that we have fingers, eyes, toes crossed is coming back. And Pretty Peacock is a true peacock teal color. And if you look at my branding for my dragonfly and everything else, they're all shades of teal. So that's kind of, yeah, definitely one of my favorite things. Mandy, goodness me, honestly, all these people popping up that I haven't seen for ages. Mandy, hello. How are you doing? Joanne saying I have to love Lost Lagoon. Am I allowed to say it? Not really my favorite, mainly because it's a bit of a muddy color, and I like bright, vibrant colors, and it's just a little bit too muted. It's a bit too calm, muted for me. Ali's here as well. There is no snow in Shropshire. Are you due snow, Ali? Actually, if you if you could have seen me this morning, the first thing I did, I got my coffee this morning and I messaged the kids to say, have you got snow? Let me know. Send me pictures. Because Connor's in Manchester and Kimberly's in Connor's in Sheffield and Kimberly's in Manchester, but neither of them got snow. And Connor had got sunshine in Sheffield this morning, which it's always raining in Sheffield, so that was a red letter day. I've shocked Joanne. There's a blue I'm not really fond of. Okay, so whilst we're talking about colours, which colours do you want to go from the catalogue? So which colours don't you use? Or put in which colours can you can't bear them to leave the catalogue. So put that in the comments and we'll have a look. And what I'll do is I'll print it out because it's really interesting to see, for me, all the colours that you use. Hello, Stella. Texas is in the house. We are so worldwide today. This is awesome. Right, let me grab my tea. Julie's saying Merry Merlot. Elizabeth saying Calypso Coral. Bleh. Julie, I don't use Merry Merlot at all. In fact, I designed some projects using it because it went with a paper, but I never use it. Tracy wants Pacific Point to go and soft succulent and evening evergreen to stay. Laura's saying Coastal Cabana and Calypso Coral. Get rid of Calypso. Oh, there's a lot of dislike for Calypso Coral. That's interesting. Yeah, so of course, the other thing to know is that the 5 in colours are outgoing. So they are which one's going? Polished pink, pale papaya, evening evergreen, soft succulent, and fresh freesia. So they're all going, but potentially they could kind of come back in to the core collection. So yeah, that's kind of going to be interesting. But we will get, obviously, replacement colours for all of the colours that go and a new set of 5 in colours. Oh, Blushing Bride can go. Yeah, Ali's saying it's a dirty colour. It's a weird Blushing Bride. For me, Blushing Bride and Petal Pink, they're both kind of strange pinks. Cajun Craze to go. Calypso Coral. Karen saying it's the only ink pad that she hasn't got a re-inker for. Yeah, Calypso Coral. Jen saying she loves soft succulent and Highland Heather. Tracy saying we need a light but clean yellow. Oh, powdered pink, says Julie. Blushing Bride can go to grey. Tracy loves petal pink. So Lorraine wants to keep Blackberry Bliss, Rich Razzleberry, Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape. Do you like purple, Lorraine? An Orchid Oasis and Starry Sky. Laura's saying bring back Pretty in Pink. So as far as colours, new colours, I want a lemon. I want. Stampin' Up listening. I think it's a bit late now. I think they've probably designed all their colours. I want a lemon yellow, a true baby pink, and a really clean mint green. So mint macaron is kind of there, but I'm thinking baby colours. So we've got balmy blue, so that's great for a baby blue. But we need a really clean pink, a clean yellow, and a clean green, but very soft. Yeah, that would be my requests. Because So Saffron is quite a muddy color. But I want, yeah, sherbet lemon. Is that a sweet around the world? Does everyone know what a sherbet lemon is? If not, you need to Google it. But basically, it's a boiled sweet with citric acid inside, sherbet inside. So it's fizzy. So you've got the lemoniness of the boiled sweet, which is sweet. And then when you bite into it, you've got the acid. And it's like, yeah, like sucking on a lemon. It's very cool. Bring back Pretty in Pink. Tracy's going, yes, baby colours, baby colours. Julie'd like another hue of orange. Yeah, lots of love for a true baby pink. Must keep. Chris is saying, Pool Party Highland Heather Garden Green. Would like Evening Evergreen to come back in the main colours. Oh, there was a pineapple that she would like back. What colour was that? Pineapple. I can't remember. But that was a true yellow. So when I started, in Stampin' Up 15 years ago, we had yo-yo yellow. And that was like a citrus, vibrant, almost neon yellow. That was a good yellow. But I would like a really a much more a baby yellow. We need a very pale beige or a grey for not obvious outlines. Excellent. Valerie's betting on Evening Evergreen replacing shaded spruce. Yeah, you see, not many people use shaded spruce. Oh, Pineapple Punch, Elizabeth. Thank you. Yes, that was the colour. Oh, Barely Banana. Laura, that was the colour. Hey, I wonder. I don't know. Can you see here? This is all the catalogues from when we started. And so look how skinny that catalogue was when we started. So have I got all the colours? Yes, I have. Yeah, barely. I've got it here, Laura. I've got it here. Okay, so there is Yo-Yo Yellow. But up here, you've got Barely Banana. Ooh, just there. I don't know. Can it focus? Pretty in Pink. Can you see that? That was such a true pink and bashful blue. But then just here, Sage Shadow. So Sage Shadow was one of my absolute favorite colors. But there you see, that's the other thing. So before Pretty in Peacock, there was Taken with Teal. And that is my absolute favorite color. But it is really interesting because there are a lot of colors here that do not exist anymore. Yeah, so was it Julie that was asking for an orange? So there's only orange there. That was a really nice color too. So yeah, and down here, the awesomest brown, Chocolate Chip. So I would like, so Chocolate Chip was a brown that had quite a lot of red in it. And for me, that was like a forest brown. Early Espresso I love, but it's a very cool brown. It's not a warm brown. Does that make sense? But anyway, so I remember when I first started, I did a class and we had Pretty in Pink and chocolate chip. And people kept stamping a stamp that was supposed to be on the chocolate chip ink pad, and they put it on the Pretty in Pink ink pad. These were my brand new ink pads, and you cannot recover it. So it just chocolate chip ink on a Pretty in Pink ink pad does not come out. Yeah. So I changed that card design very quickly and moved the chocolate chip to one end and the Pretty in Pink to the other end. Yeah. So talking about re-inking and ink pads, my hands, they're not as bad as they were. I had to rescue some ink pads today at class, and because I was picking up some of the bigger stamps, I ended up with ink all over my hands. So it did make a mess. Oh, so Laura's saying Sage Shadow was a classy color. Yeah. And Baja Breeze, which was the one that none of us could say properly because it's Baja. So it looks like Barja, but it's actually Baja Breeze. So yeah, I missed that one too. Apricot Peel and Concord Crush. So Concord Crush was a Cadbury's purple, a true purple. That was good. Good morning, Donna. Oz is in the house, but she's running a bit late. We need pale colours of card we can use for backgrounds and sentiment when we don't want to use white or vanilla. Yes, Tracy. So that's why we need a Barely Banana, a Pretty in Pink, Sage Shadow. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Oh, Pineapple Punch was an in colour 2018 to 2020. She also liked Wisteria Wonder, but I don't know how old it is. I think actually Wisteria Wonder was in this one. Oh no, maybe not. But yeah, Taken with Teal. They're not going to bring it back though, are they? Because they're bringing back Pretty Peacock. That's just, it's just a trip down memory lane. Yeah, I've got all the catalogs. It's really interesting to see the different, how the designs have changed, and yeah, and so on. So there we go. Right, so keep the colors that you love coming and the colors that you'd like to see back. I'm going to print it all out and see who's closest to the mark. And I am going to do some crafting. So let's switch this camera around. There we go. Okay. So today there is going to be no stamping, just sticking and gluing. That's very cool, isn't it? So I wanted to talk to you about card blanks, memories and more cards, and card blanks and envelopes. So I think one of the most boring bits of card making is cutting out the card mats and layers. I don't know whether you agree, but it just sometimes it's just, yeah, it just takes time, doesn't it? So I tend to have a stack of already made card blanks and mats and layers. I have them all in a drawer. So basically I can just grab a coloured card blank and the mats and layers that I need when I'm going to be making a card. But sometimes even, having that is too much. So there are different options. So I want to show you or talk to you about some of the different options, and then we're going to be crafting with some of them. So obviously I've got the big catalogue here. So I'm on page 136 and 137 if you want to grab your catalogue. We're going to go on this page first, and we've got note cards and envelopes in craft, and these are awesome. So you get 20 note cards and envelopes and a box, and the cards themselves are 5 by 3.5 inches. So they're a sensible size. They're not teeny weeny, but they're great. There are these cards, which are called the Tea Boutique cards, and you get 5 different colours. And these are all the new in colours that joined the catalogue last year. And they've got these beautiful printed envelopes as well. So they're really cool. And then we've got standard envelopes. So we've got 3 by 3 envelopes, standard envelopes, and slimline DL type envelopes. And then you've got note cards and envelopes that are the same as these ones, same size, but these are just cards and envelopes, whereas the craft one has a box as well. So that's why there's a price difference. The note cards and envelopes come in white and vanilla, and that is thick white and thick vanilla. So I talk about the basic white cardstock. So this is a sheet of basic white cardstock. And for me, this is too thin for a card base. The GSM weight is the same as our coloured card, but because it's milled and it's sort of coated to be this beautiful smooth surface for stamping on, it's much skinnier. So although you can make a card base out of it, by the time you start putting layers and stuff on it, it gets a bit bendy. So I would always go for the thick, very vanilla, and the thick basic white. But like I said, you've got card bases here, and they're note cards, so they're 3.5 by 5 inches. So that's this page. And then on this page, I know we've got some scrapbookers here. So we have a pocket system for scrapbooking. So we've got an album here and some photo pockets. And we've got these lovely cards, and it's the cards that I'm going to be working with in a minute to show you, and they are beautiful. So there's 2 packs here in the annual catalogue, and there's the pack that I'm going to show you, which is in the mini. So this consists of cardstock stickers, some 3 by 4 cards that are double-sided, and some 6 by 6 cards that are double-sided. And this is why I'm saying this is going to be quick and easy crafting. It's just awesome. And then there are some memories and more cards that cards and envelopes that match. So again, these are printed, pre-scored with fancy envelopes. And this is what I love, the fancy envelopes too. So that's the annual catalogue. But this is what I'm going to show you today. And honestly, this is just so cool. I love it. So it's on page 73 in the mini. That one. It's on page 73. And there's a Memories and More card pack. And Memories and More Enjoy the Adventure cards and envelopes. And I'm going to show you them all up close and personal. This card pack is £9.50. And this cards and envelopes for 20 card bases is also £9.50. So for £19, you can have both of them. And you'll see if you just add a little bit of ribbon, you are going to be able to make so much stuff. It's awesome. Right, let me just check on the messages. Hello, Denise. I would love to try and say where you're from. This is probably wrong. It's in North Wales, Dolgalau. Sorry, Denise, if I've said that completely wrong. But thank you for joining us. Deborah forgot it was Tuesday. Yeah, Deborah, honestly, I think today I didn't know what my name was this morning. Laura was never a fan of Wisteria Wonder, but she loved Lavender Lace and Lovely Lilac. Yeah, they're good. Denise is saying it'll take her 2 hours to make a card from start to finish, especially if it's a special one. Yeah, I know. And this is the thing. Sometimes we have the time to be able to do that, but other times, we just don't. So I think if you have a range of different products, you can craft with whatever time you have. Denise has put it in phonetically for me. So Dolphin Galau. Dolphin Galau? Is that better? Help me with my pronunciation. Right. Okay. So let me show you these. Dolgalau. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I think we got there. Dolgalau. Yeah. Okay. So these are the cards and envelopes. You've got 2 patterns. So let me just get the 2 patterns. So you've got blues and greens, and then you've got oranges through to sort of a pink. Now, these are sensible weight card blanks. They're pre-scored. They're printed on one side. So they're not printed on the inside. They're not printed on the back. So they're only printed on the front. And they've got little tiny spots. And like a watercolor wash. So you get 10 of the orange and 10 of the blue and green. And the cards themselves are 4¼ inches by 6¼ inches. So they're big cards. And then they come with these uber cool envelopes. Look. They've got stripy insides and stars on the front and a pattern. So I often talk about don't send naked envelopes. And this is exactly what I mean. So this has got decoration on the front and decoration on the back. Super cool. And you don't have to do any of it. And then obviously the card fits inside there like that. Okay, so for a start off, these are awesome just to have in your stash. So I'm going to pop those there. And then the second thing is these. Now, this is not a full pack because you'll see on the projects that I've made, I've been using them already, but it'll give you an idea of what's in them. So these cards are 3 by 4 inches. Look how cute that is. And they are all double-sided. So they're designed for you to use for journaling if you're scrapbooking, but equally you could stamp on these, you can color on these. So I'm just going to just quickly show you some of these. You've got stripes. Right, so that's speech bubbles. See, that's really cool. Hang on. That's so grateful. You've got the little stars. Thank you so much. Actually, we'll pop that one down. The best part. You're the best. So many. So, thinking of you, I've used that on one of my things. So there are 50. So I've only shown you about 25. But there's 50 double-sided 3x4s. Hang on, that makes... Is there 50 of everything? Or 50 in total? I'm not sure now. Hang on. Let me look at this one in the catalogue because I'm wondering whether it's 50 of each or 50 in total. $50 in total. So yeah, 50 in total. So, and then these cards, hang on, I'm just going to move the sticker sheets out of the way. These cards are 4x6s. And you've got awesome patterns. And I'm going to show you how we can use them in lots of different ways. Okay. So they're the 3x4s and the 4x6s. And then you get these sticker sheets. Now, these are cardstock. So these are not like flimsy paper stickers. These are cardstock stickers. And they are really, really cool. So obviously you can see I've used loads of them. So there's a puppy shaped space there. I'll show you the projects with them on in a second. See, I've used the puppy on all of them. Okay. So you can start out by just using the cards and sticking layers on them. Where's that puppy? Oh, I've lost it. That one will do. All sorts of different layers like that. And for instance, like this one. So that is just a 3x4 stuck onto that card. But what I've got here is a set of 5 cards where I've layered 2 on a standard card blank. So I haven't used these ones. These just gone on a standard card blank. And I just pulled out the colours from the card pack. So petal pink, basic black, balmy blue, mango melody, and mint macaron. And what I've done is I've layered 2 cards on top of one another. So you might look at that card and think, well, I don't think I want to use a speech bubble. But if you pop that card over the top of it, you can't see the speech bubble, but you have got that colour. And you can do that with so many of the cards. So let me just show you some more. So that's that one. This one, I've just basically layered something with black on it and basically done something like that, obviously with smaller. This happy birthday here is a sticker. And that little pink heart there is a sticker. And it's gone on the top of that card. Now, none of these cards use stamps. But that's not to say that you couldn't. But I'm just layering them like that. Then the super uber quick card. That puppy is so cute. And then puppy again. So this time I've layered 2 cards, but that is a sticker, as is the puppy. So they're both stickers. And that's on mint macaron. I'm just going to scoop all of these up together. And then this one, what I've done is I've cut a cardstock layer, which is 1/4 inch bigger. So 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then just put a little bow on it. So that is using standard card blanks and using the cards to cards and stickers, or of course you can actually stick them directly onto the cards. Oh. Has anyone else? So Elizabeth's lost my sound. Has anyone else lost sound? I'm hoping not. Okay. So what I actually wanted to show you today, as well as those cards, is this. And this is a little album. Now, one of the things that we do all the time is we take pictures on our phones. And we don't print them out, or if we do print them out, we don't know what to do with them. So this is a little book, a little mini album that you can keep in your handbag, or you can give as a gift. And it's really simple to do. So I just, I'm going to show you how quick and easy this is. But I'll show you what it looks like inside first. So we've got a little ribbon closure. And then on the inside, I have decorated it. And the eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that the background of this happens to be this. I will show you how to make it in a minute. So we've got layers and stickers. Pretty things. And because all the colors are tonally, are all designed to coordinate, they just work really well. More stickers there, and then a pretty bit at the back. So what you need to do to make this size album is you need 5 of the cards. And your bone folder. And what you're going to do with your cards is you're going to fold them inside out. So what's going to happen is on the right hand side, on the inside, is going to be your pretty pattern. Okay. And that's kind of, it seems a bit weird, doesn't it? But that's what we're going to do. So fold them that way round. And it's a really good idea to use your bone folder just to reinforce the score lines and to make sure it's nice and square on your edges. Okay, and then we're going to layer them up, and I layer them alternate. So I've got an orange one, then a blue one, then an orange one, then a blue one. Oh, then a blue one. So the blue one needs to go at the bottom. Okay, so let's just check. So can you see I've got all of the score lines on the left, And so if I open it up, I've got blue, orange, blue, orange, blue. Okay. So all we are going to do is we are going to stick them together. So one, line it up. Obviously, you can use double-sided tape. I love my Tombow because it's fast. It means there's a bit of wriggle room, but it's really strong. There we go. And then the last one, like so. So really press it hard down and you will end up with a little book like so. Then going to get some ribbon. And we need enough to sort of tie it off. And I use double-sided tape for this just because it's easy. And we're going to put double-sided tape along the middle where the ribbon's going to go. And this is going to be your tie closure. So find where your middle of your ribbon is. And then pop that down. And the same on this side. She says, famous last words. There we go. Like so. And that is the basics of your album done already. But what obviously we need to do is decorate it. So I'm going to take a couple of the 4x6s, one for the front and one for the back. Oh yeah, we'll do that one. We'll have a let's celebrate. Over the top there. And that just hides the glue. And then this one can go on the back. And this has the added benefit of strengthening it as well. So you've got your front and your back done. And then what you're going to do is decorate the inside as you go. So I will pop, there we go, a 4x6 there. And I'm not going to decorate all the pages, but I'm just going to give you an idea of what you can do. And then I'll get a little butterfly, oh, going up there. And maybe a little flower in that corner. And then the idea is that you would stick your photos in. And if you put photos in, then you can write on the card, you know, where it is or who's in there, who's in the picture. So then we've got an orange set. Let's have a look. Da, da, da. I'm running out of cards. So, let's do that one. You You can put that one on there. And then you can make pockets. So if you take this card and just put glue, can you see that? Glue in a U shape or tape in a U shape like that. You can then put things inside there. So let me put those hearts inside there so you can make a pocket like that. You could also use some of your envelopes and cut those down to make a pocket. It is honestly, the world is your oyster. And I've only done 5 because I didn't want it to be too bulky. But realistically, you could go as many as you want. Just make sure that you give yourself a little bit of extra ribbon here if you go really wide, because the more stuff that you put in, the more it'll kind of bow out a little bit. But it's such a quick and easy thing to do. And, you know, special holidays, new babies, new grandbabies, you know, a weekend away that you just want to capture something or, you know, give as a gift. It's just so cool. And these colors and things are just so lovely. So what I'm going to do is I'll just bring in the original one and the original cards just to kind of show you again the kind of last things. But as you can see, I have this is what remains of my pack, and it's only one pack. It was one pack of cards and one pack of envelopes. And obviously you can, where I've used these cards, but you can also cut card if you want to. But I said at the beginning, this was, you know, relaxing crafting, really easy to do. So what you don't want is to spend then hours doing lots of chopping and stuff. So let me put that. And I honestly, I think this black and white gingham ribbon is my favorite ribbon at the moment. You can color it. So you can get your blends markers on it. So you can make it black and whatever color you want. So let me put those here so you can see them, and then I will just go back to the comments. But you know, it makes a lovely gift. It's calming crafting, and you know, everything coordinates together. So, you know, if you didn't want to make your own card blanks and layers, obviously you can use all of the cards that I've got here on the card blanks, but you will end up with so many more cards that, you know, you'll probably have to make card blanks to add it. So there we go. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, dear Elizabeth. So she's got problems with the sound. Deborah's saying it's a great idea, says Margaret. Elizabeth loves it too. Denise has just made a small journal in the shape of a concertina book. Send me a picture. Yes. Please send me a picture. It would make a nice gift, Margaret. Yes. Thank you, Kathy, Stella, Christine. Christine's saying I'm a pleasant distraction. Good. That's what I wanted to be today. Lovely, calming crafting. Yes, Jan. And that's the thing. Sometimes we need just to have a bit of downtime. Thank you. Christine's loving the dog cards. And Donna, yeah, great idea for using up extra bits and bobs. Absolutely. Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you. So I am so pleased that you have loved this. Do send me your pictures. Let me just put my email address up. I've actually learnt now how to share pictures of things that you've made here on Facebook and YouTube. So if you send me some pictures, I would love to see them, and I will share them with everybody. So that's really lovely. If you want to purchase any of the products that you've seen today, the link to my online store is on my blog, which is www.inspiringinkin.com, and these are all memories and more cards that you'll find in the mini catalogue. So thank you so much. Let me see. Oh, lots more comments. Brilliant. Thank you. Oh, you're so lovely. I will see you next week. I will be back here at 2:00 as always. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.